Hey besties, I just wanted to pop on quickly and update y'all on the tariff situation. Okay. Everyone who ordered the perfume oil blend that I was offering on my website, thank you so very much. Everyone, I'm sold out. I'm sold out of it now, so thank you. Thanks for the support. But there's a little bit of a hiccup now with this tariff situation. I guess a trade war between Canada and the US right now. It's freaking crazy. So I would looked into it and I researched all the new rules. And it looks like when you go and pick up your perfume oil, if you live in the US, from, wherever you pick up your mail or your packages, you will likely be charged 25% of the value of the perfume. So I was charging $24 Canadian. 25% of that is like $6. But if hopefully you won't be paying that in American, maybe about $3 or $4. I don't know. But it's going to cost you money to pick up your package because of Trump's new 25% tariff on all Canadian goods. It used to be free trade agreement between our countries, right? Certain things still had tariffs, but whatever. Like I said, in another life, I was this person. It was my job to do like import, export, Canada, US, Mexico, whatever. Like I worked in that field. So I'm really familiar with all the rules and laws and stuff. And I did my research and I did find out that even low value shipments, which used to be exempt from tariffs altogether, it used to be like if you were importing something from Canada, okay, anything under $800 American would have slid through the cracks and you wouldn't have had to pay any of the tariffs, duty, taxes, whatever. But that's no longer the case. Trump threw that one out the window as well. So there is some confusion and I want to just clarify with you and be totally transparent and upfront. If you live in the States and you order anything from a creator in Canada, you are the importer. You're the one that's going to have to pay the extra 25% on the goods that you bring into the country. It's not my rule. The Orange Cheeto Man has so declared that he would like to have this trade war, which is so freaking dumb if you ask me. It sucks for me. It honestly does, because not only is between you and me, you've already made your order, you've already made your purchase, I've already put it in the mail, it's shipped, it's done. But now, because of Trump's new rule, you're going to have to pay an extra 25% to pick up what it is that you ordered. Now, I'm not this is where it's shitty for me as a Canadian creator, a Canadian business, small business, mind you. Most of my clients are in the States. 80%, for my online stuff, right? For my online stuff. I have my clients here in my shop and everything that come in, and we don't have to worry about that here, but most of my online orders are coming from the US. And so now anyone who wants to order anything from me to support the work that I do and whatever, because you like what I make or whatever, you have to pay an extra 25% upon receipt of your package from me. It's not on the shipper, it's not on me, I'm the exporter. So those tariffs are applied to the importer, which is you, right, in the US. So the way that this affects Canadian businesses, small businesses, large businesses, whatever, is that our products are no longer competitive with anything that's either locally made or even imported from China, which is only a 10% tariff. I feel like, Trump made 10% tariff on everything from China. But everything from China is already mass produced and cheaper anyways. So, whatever. Who can compete with that, right? Certainly not small businesses, right? Who make small batch, one-of-a-kind items. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot. Maybe it's going to be between $3 and $6. I don't know how it's going to be calculated on your end, but it still is more than what you need to pay or what you would have had to pay had, the Orange Cheeto Man not made this new law or started a friggin' trade war with Canada. I know there are people who support him and everything. Obviously, there's a reason why he got into office, and he was look, he was promising more affordable life things for people in the States. Okay. But unless you're producing something in the States, it's going to make life more expensive for you guys, right? So anything coming out of your country, y'all are the importers, like produce from Mexico, goods from Canada, whatever you're bringing in from China. And I mean, like, I know our Canadian government is fighting back, which I do agree, because I feel like, you know, we do need to stand up. Like, Trump's acting like a bully, and Canadians, we're polite up until a point. Like, you don't F around and find out, right? F around and find out. So, I mean, that's not applied to you. I'm just saying in general, y'all. I know, like, in Canada, we stopped, like, there's no more importing of booze from the US, which I think we were the #1 importer, actually, $1 billion industry. And I think, like, I just read an article this morning talking about how we make a lot of, like, parts for Tesla, like batteries and stuff like that. I know we're specifically targeting stuff that Elon Musk needs for his business, because he is, a racist. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Canada's shutting down, like, Starlink. We're going to be, like, doing all this stuff with, like, minerals. People are talking about how we can shut off the power supply and, like, all kinds of stuff. I know that we don't want to, like, be in this situation with y'all. Like, y'all are our friends, right? Have always been friends. So I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but just know that when you go pick up your items shipped from me, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I wish I could do something more to help, but it's going to be, will have to pay an extra 25% thanks to Trump. Okay, I don't want to, I'm just putting that out there. I did list everything as commercial samples, so we'll see if that's a little loophole, but I did look up the rule this morning when I was preparing to come on, because there were some questions that y'all had, and that's fair enough. Whether or not the new tariff will apply to commercial samples, and I do feel like it still will. So I don't know. It's stupid. I don't want to be at war with y'all. I don't want to be in a trade war with y'all. This is stupid. Anyway, it's gonna make it hard for Canadian businesses and small businesses, because we won't be able to compete with prices once, you know, like, say I mass produce something, okay? Like, what if I mass produce a tarot deck, right? And then there was, like, a bookstore in the US that wanted to bring in my tarot deck. My tarot deck would have to be 25% more expensive because of the tariff than any other deck, you know, sitting on the shelves. And so that makes it more expensive, you know, for the consumer, for Americans. So, you know, I feel like all of this rhetoric that Trump was spewing during his election, saying that he was going to make life more affordable for Americans, is absolutely the opposite of what he is currently doing. So the tariff, all that extra stuff, it's going to fall on you, the American consumer, because the importing businesses aren't going to just eat that extra 25%, you know. So I don't know. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling about it. I'm just saying this is what's happening. I wish it wasn't, and my apologies. I'm still probably going to start, like, still list things on my website, so you're free to still, you know, take a look. And if there's anything you like there, awesome, great. I always appreciate the support, but just know that when it comes to your house, you will have to pay a duty on it, the tariff, the taxes, whatever, coming into the US. Sucks. Thanks, Trump.